evening, students. Welcome to Shruti Academy. So let us start with another topic of electrical and electronics engineering, that is the power electronics section. And let us start with the thyristors. So let us start with the introductory level of the thyristors. Okay. So this session would be just the introductory part, which will be consisting of the constructional features, that what are thyristors and what are the main features of the thyristors. Okay. So thyristors basically were fabricated in the early 1957 by the Bell laboratories. Okay. Later on, all laboratories started fabricating the thyristors devices. The thyristors are basically those devices which are consisting of the semiconductor devices. Okay. So later on, all the devices, more such devices which were having the characteristics of the thyristors were derived, such as GTO, were fabricated, such as GTO, PUT, then diode, triac, and then SCR. SCR is the oldest form of the thyristor. Okay, so the thyristor is basically a semiconductor switching device. It is a semiconductor switching device, and it is having the features of all the features of the thyritron tube, as well as the characteristics features are similar to a transistor. So the thyritron tube and transistor, when it got combined, a new word was formed, and that word came into existence as thyristor. Okay, so let us see how thyristor was formulated. Okay, so thyritron tube, because it is having the features, all the characteristics of the thyritron tube, because in those days thyritron tube was very much familiar and very much used by the engineers. Okay, so thyritron. So when these two got combined, the word thyristor came into existence. Okay, so now let us see what all devices come into the group thyristor. Okay, so the devices which come into the group thyristor are GTO, then PUT, then diode, triac, and SCR. Okay, so SCR is the oldest member of the thyristor, and it is very much familiar and very much in use today, till today also. All the companies, all the branches where the power control, the switching control is being required, SCR is very familiar and very much in demand today. Okay, so the SCR, so let us now see what is SCR. SCR is the Silicon Controlled Rectifier. It is having the features of the rectifier, as well as it is made up of silicon. That's why the name is being given Silicon Controlled Rectifier. It is similar to the normal diode, but it is a unidirect. But the only difference is that the switching can be controlled over here. The conduction can be controlled over here. So let us see what is the definition of SCR. SCR is a unidirectional semiconductor device which can conduct from anode to cathode and restricts the conduction from cathode to anode. It can also restrict the conduction from anode to cathode when we are giving the firing angle. Okay, but in diode that is not possible. If we compare it with the diode, similar to the diode, it cannot conduct from cathode to anode, but unlike diode, it can conduct, it can restrict anode to cathode conduction also by giving some firing angle. Okay, if we give a firing angle at some particular degrees, like 30 degrees, 90 degrees, so we can start the conduction from there. We cannot, but in diode we cannot do like this. In the diode we don't have controlled conduction, but here the conduction is being controlled. So it is made up of silicon, and it is a controlled, having controlled conduction. It is a unidirectional device, unidirectional semiconductor device, and also it can restrict the conduction from anode to cathode at some particular fire angle. So if we give some particular firing angle, we can start a conduction from there. Okay, so this is the SCR. Now let us see the features of SCR. What are the features of SCR technically? What are the technical features, and also what are the main features which makes it more familiar in the industry? Okay, so the main feature of the SCR is that it is very much compact in size. Okay, it is very much compact in size. SCRs. Okay, then they are highly reliable. Highly reliable, and the losses are also less losses are there. Okay, now let us see the technical features. The SCRs which are available today are having voltage up to 10 kilovolts, then current 3000 amperes. Okay, and the power handling capacity is 30 megawatts. Is 30 megawatts, and such a high power can be easily switched on by current of 1 ampere and power 10 watts. Okay, so such a high power can be easily switched on by current of 1 ampere and the power of 10 watts. So these were all the features. The fourth point is the technical feature. You can note it down over here. It is a technique. This one is the technical feature. Okay, so this is the technical feature, and these are the main features of the SCR. So basically SCR is having this constructional circuit which I have shown over here. It is having 4 layers. 4 layers are there. When two transistors are joined together, PNP and NPN, then we form a transistor. Okay, then we form a transistor. So it is having a 4 layer. The transistor is having a 3 layer, and the thyristor is having a 4 layer PNPN. So as I already told you, it is having 3 junctions, J1, J2 and J3, and the outer P is connected to the terminal which is the anode. The outer N is connected to the terminal which is the cathode, and the inner P is connected to a terminal which is the gate. Gate is here the extra terminal. The diode is not having the third terminal as gate, but here we are having this feature over here that it can be easily triggered through any angle, and we can stop our conduction and we can start through any angle over there. So we can restrict for some particular period, our conduction can be restricted. Okay, so it is having the third terminal which is the gate terminal. Okay, so this is the constructional circuit. Okay, so now let us draw the schematic diagram of the thyristor, and the symbol we will be drawing. So this is the schematic diagram, PN. Okay, this is the cathode, This is the anode and this is the gate. This is the gate, okay. Schematic circuit. So now let us draw the symbol, how it looks like. It is similar to diode. It is the cathode. Anode. And this is the gate G. So it is a 4-layered, 3-junction, 3-terminal semiconductor switching device. Okay. So let us see how. Suppose this is one PNP transistor and this is the NPN transistor. So when these two get combined, when these two PNP and NPN transistors get combined, we get a thyristor circuit. Okay. So this was just the introductory session today, in which we have discussed about the constructional features, how constructionally it is being made, how is the construction of the thyristor, and also we have discussed some of the features and what all devices come into the category of the thyristor. So in detail we need to study about the SCR only in this unit, and also we have seen the symbol. This is the symbol, how the thyristor looks like. This is symbol. This we will be going to be using in all the circuit diagrams. We will be using the symbol for our thyristor. Okay, so this is all for the introductory session. Okay, so thank you. So please subscribe my channel, please share my videos, and if you have any doubt you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you.